life's not going well at all. My name is James, and in 4 months, I'll turn 18. I'm looking forward to this day with a lot of impatience, because then I'll finally be able to cut off any connections with my mother, once and for all. And trust me, this is not a teenage rebellion. It's just that my mom's a terrible person who ruined the life of a person who's dear to me, and lied to me my whole entire life. My story began rather mysteriously. I received a strange email. It wasn't advertising or any kind of spam. It was a personal email, but very short. Are you James K? The return address wasn't familiar to me, which was strange. My mailing address has no resemblance to my name. I gave it a little thought and decided that I'd rather reply than just send the message to spam. After a few hours, I received a new email. Thank God, it is true. James, I'm your father. Dudes, I haven't told you yet, but I've never seen my father. Can you imagine my feelings? Of course, I wanted to make sure this wasn't some sort of evil prank. So I asked this person if he could talk to me on the phone. But soon, I received a new email. My father, or whoever it was, said that for the time being, this was the only way for us to communicate. We needed to hide it from my mother for as long as we could. Otherwise, it could turn into a disaster. Frankly speaking, I never thought I'd get an opportunity to meet my father, especially in such an unusual way. All my life, I lived under the impression that my biological father as a child makes me sick. My mother told me that this terrible accident could have happened because of my father's negligence, and if she hadn't come into the room and grabbed me at the last minute, I would have been dead. Because of this, my mother said, it was a blessing for both of us that my father went to prison for many years. At one point, my parents and their mutual close friend had their own business together. It was successful enough. They didn't have a lot of net income, but the cash flow was enormous. Well, at least my mother told me so. I can't really imagine an enormous amount of cash. Anyway, the business went bankrupt at the same speed as it had grown, and according to my mother, it was all because of my father's actions. He carried out some criminal schemes that had something to do with tax evasion and money laundering through some transactions to third-party companies. I can't really go into the details because I don't know much about the schemes. But one thing is certain, they were illegal. When all this fraud was revealed, my father tried to forge documents in order to frame my mother, but the evidence was against my father, so he went to jail. My mother quickly divorced him and started a new life with me. At that time, I was about 2 years old. And now, after that many years, I suddenly hear that all of this was a lie. Of course, I didn't trust these letters, but my father. And as we talked more, I gradually started to believe that it was him. He claimed that my mother tried to make things look different than they really were. That everything was not all the way she told me, or that he couldn't prove it to me yet. My father was still in prison, although his term was already close to an end. But you see, I just couldn't take his word for it. When I received the next letter, I replied that I wanted to discuss it with my mother. My father categorically forbade me to do this, and told me to instead address my questions to Mr. Truder. He was my parents' mutual friend and business partner. My father said that Mr. Truder would tell me everything. On the evening of the day when I got Mr. Truder's phone number, I locked myself in the bathroom, turned on the water so that my mother couldn't hear anything, even if she wanted to, and made a phone call. Unfortunately, this phone number had long been registered to another person. My disappointment grew even bigger when my mother began to ask me why I needed to call someone from the bathroom, and what I was trying to hide from her. You see, I've seen this many times in the movies, and I didn't know that this was a myth. I had no clue that, in fact, running water only enhances the sound. Ouch. Anyway, I also had the address. I knew that, in fact, running water only enhances the sound. Ouch. Anyway, I also had the address. So the next day, I went to pay a visit to Mr. Truder. It was then that my luck turned. His house was located in our region, so I had no problem finding it. Mr. Truder himself opened the door. As soon as I briefly explained to him who I was, Mr. Truder's face changed, and he led me to the backyard. There he invited me to sit down at our picnic table, and went to get 2 glasses of juice from the kitchen. Only after that did he begin his story. I couldn't quite understand why Mr. Truder was so tense and so serious, but I felt that it was important, and listened to him without interrupting. Mr. Truder told me that yes, once upon a time, the 3 of them started a business. My mother was the financial director, which meant that she was the one with the access to all of the accounts of the company. Do you understand? And it was she who tried these illegal schemes in order to earn as much as possible and to avoid paying taxes. But she was not a talented thief, and the authorities suspected something. But she was smart enough to forge all the necessary documents in order to frame my father. Mr. Truder fully confirmed all the information that my father gave me in his letters. I was confused and lost, but at the same time, I saw that he wasn't lying. But what shocked me even more was that my father could have still dragged my mother to jail with him, but he didn't do it, so that I could have had at least my mother. He took all the blame, and that was the reason he got such a severe punishment. Mr. Truder admitted to me that he could have saved my father, but was forced to betray him and testify in favor of my mother. Mr. Truder had a secret. His 2 children were adopted and did not know anything about it. Mom threatened to reveal this secret, so Mr. Truder opted to save his own family. I was furious when I heard this story. Mr. Truder didn't deny that he was also very guilty. It seemed like he was on the verge of tears, but he begged me to understand. He couldn't reveal the secret to his children. And now, many years later, he was simply afraid to be tried for perjury. He also added that my father wouldn't want me to shake up the past. I agreed with that. Now, I began to think that my father was the noblest of all people. I hadn't yet decided what to do, but again, my mother decided everything for me. As soon as I left Truder's house, I suddenly saw her car approaching. Mum opened the door for me and ordered me to get inside. I obeyed, and she said she saw who I was talking to. After I behaved so strangely yesterday, she decided to follow me, so now she knew that I'd learned the other side of the story. My mother said that all this was arranged by my biological father, who spoke to me with the help of Mr. Truder, and that I should understand they were both lying to me. But you know, I didn't like how dictatedly she was talking to me, and I saw that she was nervous and angry. And then, suddenly, I had an idea. I asked her if it was her who left me by the open window when I was a baby. Oh, I wish you could have seen her reaction. My mother yelled at me, asking me how I could dare to say that. And she even waved her hand to hit me, but I dodged and grabbed her wrist. I tried to jump out the car, but my mother locked the doors in advance. Arguing and almost physically fighting, we arrived at her house. Mum continued screaming and trying to fight, but I had a good grip on her hand, so she just drove with her other hand. When we arrived, she finally let me out of the car. I immediately rushed into the house and began to pack my things. I was going to leave this terrible woman immediately, right now and forever. Mum understood this and locked me in, first in the house and then in my room. I'd become some kind of hostage in my own home. Fortunately, she didn't think of immediately disconnecting the internet, so I contacted my father and asked him for advice on how to act now. By the way, he confirmed my guess about the story of how I'd almost fallen out the window. My careless mother was the only one to blame. Dad also advised me that I should run away and stay at Mr. Truder's house. My mother would not get me there, because she was still afraid that her old business partner might have something on her. And Mr. Truder owed a lot to both my father and me, so he wouldn't dare to refuse. And then, my father admitted to me that he would be released in 4 months, almost to the day that I was going to turn 18. How do you think I managed to escape? The answer is simple. I got out through the window in my bedroom, the one from which I'd almost fallen out because of my mother. father.